So now I will show you when we have the ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, we want to find the root. Okay, we want to find the roots. Okay, using uh, factorization factorization method. Okay, so before we go to the factorization, okay, I will show you the expansion for quadratic equation. Okay, we must know that in mathematics, when we learn plus, then we will learn minus. Then we learn multiply, then the opposite of multiply is divide. So the factorization is actually the opposite of expansion. So we have to look at the expansion, then only we look at the factorization. Okay, so we look at this. So if I have the x plus 2x plus 3, so when I do the expansion, then it will become x squared plus 3x plus 2x and plus 6. It is x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, so if I have this one, I have the negative here, then I do the multiplication. It will become x squared minus 3x minus 2x plus 6. Then it is x squared minus 5x plus 6. Okay, and we have the plus minus here. So this one will become x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. It is x squared minus x minus 6. So we have the last case, that is we have the minus and plus here. So what we have here, it will become the x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. So it is x squared plus x minus 6. So we try to observe the pattern of the expansion here, try to relate the final expansion answer with the plus minus symbol in the bracket. Okay, so we can see that if I have both symbol, same symbol, so plus plus here, then it is a plus here. And we have the same symbol, minus minus, then we have the minus here. Okay, so we have, when we have the same sign, then the C will become positive. Okay, and over here, if we have the different sign, plus, minus, and the minus plus, the value of C is actually negative. So if I have a different sign, then C is a negative value. Okay, and we can see that the value of C is actually what? The value of C is actually, you can see 2 times 3 is equal to 6. And we have the 2 times 3 equal to 6. And we have the 2 times 3 equal to 6. And the 2 times 3 equal to 6. Okay, so we can see that the value of C is actually the product of roots. Okay, 2 times 3 product. Okay, product of the roots. And then what else that we can see here is we have both positive. Okay, so for the same sign, C is positive. If both positive, then the value of B is positive value. So plus plus, then we have the plus here. If both negative, then the B is negative here. Okay. So for this one, okay, the sign follow the sign of the larger roots. So we have a -3 here, then it is negative here. Okay, sine of b, and we have this one is greater positive, then it is positive. Okay, so when we want to do the factorization steps to factorize, okay, using my step lah. Okay, so first what you look at is you look at the value of c. So look at the sign of c. If the c is positive, then it will the sign will be plus plus or minus minus. If the c is negative, then it is different sign. C positive, it is same sign. C positive, it is C positive same sign, C negative different sign. So second step we look at the sign of B. Okay, so for this case, if B is positive, then it is plus plus. If the B is negative, then it is minus minus. So we look at this one. Just now we have the x squared plus 5x plus 6 and the x squared minus 5x plus 6. So we look at this. We have the x squared plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So we look at the sign of C. It is positive. Then same sign. Okay. The second thing that I look at is the value of B. B is positive, then it is plus plus. Okay. So we do the plus plus here, x plus plus here. So you try with the value 6. 1 times 6 is 6, and then 2 times 3 is 6. Then you do the because it is the value of C is positive here, then you do the addition here. So 1 plus 6 is 7, 2 plus 3 is 5. So the value of B is 5. Okay, so we have the 2 and 3 here. Okay, so you can see over here we have this one x plus 2, x minus x plus 2, x plus 3. Then we have the x squared plus 5x plus 6. So we have the x plus 2, x plus 3 here, x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay. Look at the other example, that is the next x squared minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So for this case, the value of C is positive, then it is same sign. Then the second thing that we look is the value of B. B is a negative value. Then what we have here is minus minus. Okay. So what we have here, we have x minus and x minus. So when C is positive, then for me it is easy to do the factorization, because when the C is positive, then the sign must be the same, plus plus or minus minus. And then we look at the value of 6 here. When it is positive, we do the addition. So 1 times 6 is 6, 2 times 3 is 6. So we have the C positive here, then we do the addition. This is 7, this is 5. So the value of B is 5. So we use 2, 3. 2, 3. So we have the x squared minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. And we have this one, x minus 2, x minus 3. So this is the answer. Okay. Okay. So we look at the next case. So when C is negative value, then it is little bit difficult. So before I continue with this one, so C is positive, we add sum the root. Okay, we add the root, we sum the root. sum the roots. Okay, we sum up the root. Okay, sum up the root. Okay, to match the b. Okay, to match b. If c is negative, then it is little bit harder. Okay, so we have to check the sign there. Okay, so for this one, just now we have this one. We have the x squared plus x minus 6 equal to 0. Then what we have here, if we do this one, we look at the c. C is negative value. So it is different sign. Okay. And then the b equal to positive value, then the larger root is positive. Okay, so we have the 1 times 6 is 6, 3 times 2 is 6. So when c is negative, then we use minus here. 5 minus 6 minus 1 is 5, 3 minus 2 is 1. So the value is 1 here. So we use the 2 and 3 here. And the value of b is positive. B is positive. Then the larger value is 3. So we put a positive here. Okay. Then the other one I put negative. Okay. So we have the x minus 2, x plus 3. So we have this one, x minus 2, x plus 3. So plus x is here. So plus x is here. So the value of b for the different, for this one, for the different sign, okay, larger roots, okay, sign of b follow the sign of the larger root, okay, of the larger root. Okay, and we do the subtraction. Okay, so we do the subtraction for the root. So we do the subtraction of roots. Okay, so just now we have the 6 minus 1 or the 3 minus 2, like that. Okay, so we have the x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. So for this case, the value of c is negative. Okay, so this is a different sign. This is different sign. Then 6 times 1, 3 times 2, both will give you 6. And the value here, c is negative, then we do the subtraction. 5 and 1. And the b is 1 here. Okay, so we use the 3, 2 here. So we have the x, and we have the 2, 3 here. So the sign of b is negative. So the larger value we put negative, and then the other value we put positive here. Okay, we look at this example. Okay, so the value of c here is positive. Then we know it is same sign. And next, we look at the value of b is positive value. Then both will be plus. And 10, 1 times 10 is 10, 2 times 5 is 10. We add up, then it is 11 and 7. The value of b is 7. Then we take the 2, 5. So this is x plus 2 and 5. So example B, C is positive. so it is same sign. And then B is positive, then it is plus plus. And 32, we have 1 times 32, 32, 36, 2 times 18, 36, 3 times 12, 36, 4 times 9, 36, 6 times 6, 36. And we do the addition here because C is plus, we do the addition here. Then we have the 13 here. So B is 13. So this one is x plus 4, x plus 9. So for this case, C is positive, and then the B is positive. So we do the addition here. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, and then 4 times 5. We do the addition here. Then it is become 9. So we take this one. So what we have here, we have the x, x, and 4, 5. We do the add here. For this case, C is positive. And then so C is positive, it is same sign. So the B is negative, then we have the minus minus here. So 1 times 2 is 2. But because C is positive, we do the addition, so it has become 3. So this will become x, x, 1, 2, negative, negative. Okay. So for this case, C is positive, then it is same sign. Then the B is negative, then we have the minus minus. So 6, 6, 1 times 6 is 6, 2 times 3 is 6. So C is positive, then we do the addition. This is 7 and 5. So B is 5, we put the 5 here. So we have the x, x, and 2, 3 minus minus here. For this case, the value of C is negative. So it is the different sign. Okay. And the B is negative value. So the larger one is negative value. So 6, we have the 6 times 1, 6, 3 times 2, 6. Because the C is negative, then we do the minus here. It is 5 and 1. So 5 is here. So we have the 6 and 1. So this one is x, x, 1, 6. And the B is negative. Then the larger value is negative here. And this is plus here. So the value of C here is negative value. So it is different sign. And the B is negative value. So the larger is negative value. 12, 6, 2, 4, 3. And we do the negative is negative here. Then this is 1. So we take this. So this is x, x, and then 3, 4. So the larger value is negative 4 here, negative, then plus here. So for this case, the C is negative value. So C is negative value. So it is different sign. And the B is positive. Then the larger one is positive. So 72 times 1 is 72. 2 times 36. And then 3 times 24. And then we have the 4 times 18. And 6 9 72. Okay. So the C is negative, then we do minus. Okay. 8 9 72. No, no, no. Then this one is 6 times 12 and 8, 9. So we have the minus here. So this is 1. So B is 1. We take this one. So this, we have the x, x, 8, 9. C is positive, larger value positive, smaller value negative. Okay. So for this case, C is negative, so it is different sign. B is positive, Okay, then the larger is positive. So 32 times 1 is 32. 2 times 16, 32. 4 times 8, 32. And C is negative, then we do the minus. So 14 here. Okay. So we take 16 and 2. So we have the x, 2 and 16. So the larger value is positive, then we put positive here, the other one is negative. So for this one, C is negative value, so it's have different sign. B is negative value, so the larger value is negative. So 40 times 1, 40, 20 times 2, 40, 10 times 4, 40, and 8 times 5, 40. So we have the minus here, then this is 3. So we take this one. So for this one, we have the x, 5, and 8 here. B is negative, the larger value is negative, the other one is positive. So this is the level 1 factorization.